Welcome back. Burlington Mayor Marianne Meed joins us this morning for a weekly update on the city of Burlington. A fully vaccinated Marianne Meed.
Double vaxxed. Double shot. Yes, very excited.
Yes. Yeah. What was the
great.
what did you get vaccine-wise?
Pfizer, both times, yes. As it turned out, I was signed up for pharmacies way back when you could do that. And
Right.
I got the call to come to a pharmacy the same day my appointment was scheduled at a Halton clinic. So it just was the way it worked out.
Yeah. So Halton clinics, some of the big ones, the hospitals in Oakville and of course Joe Branton, Burlington as well, are closing as the smaller clinics and doctors' offices and pharmacies are expanding. But we're not where we need to be at in terms of the reopening numbers. You actually met with other big city mayors and the GTHA mayors yesterday, and that was a big focus of the discussions, the vaccination rate.
So yes, we're doing really well in Halton. We're over 80% first dose and over 65% second dose. However, our own regional medical officer of health has said that until we reach over 90% first and second dose, we haven't really reached that critical mass of herd immunity and protection for the community. So we need everyone to get their shots. There's over 100 pharmacies and walk-ins that are offering various doses. We have 4 clinics in Halton that are walk-ins. The one in Burlington is Gary Allen. So please get your shot, get your first shot, get your second shot. It will protect you from the worst symptoms, especially as more variants emerge.
Yeah, it's so critical to hit that metric. Now, vaccine passports, these won't be applied to city programs. You just announced that recently.
We will not be asking people for proof of vaccination to attend any city programs. We do other forms of screening, though, on participants. So we will ask, and that's been in place for some time. And every time I have to go to City Hall, which isn't all that frequent, but I do go in and probably about once a week, I have to fill it out as well. And the screener asks, it's a simple form, and it asks how you're feeling. It asks if you've traveled internationally. It asks if you've been asked to isolate, and several questions along those lines. And if you check yes, then we would ask you not to attend. And once you check no, and then we've also got your contact information if there is any sort of an outbreak. So it keeps everybody safe.
Yeah. Now, a 5th death has been reported from the village of Tansley Woods outbreak. And CHCH had reported that, or is it, we're actually at 6 now. But this outbreak, CHCH had reported at the time, it's improved since, but at the time, it was just over 50% vaccination rate among staff. How do you, Premier Ford said he is not making vaccinations for healthcare workers mandatory. What's your position on this? And do you think that's needed for Tansley Woods and elsewhere in long-term care to prevent things like this?
Well, we can only say in the strongest possible terms, beg all healthcare workers who are coming into close contact with vulnerable populations, people who are elderly, people who may have a number of other health conditions which compromise their immune system. Please, we are begging you to get vaccinated. And there are policies that the provincial government has put into place where they will require anyone working in a long-term care home to answer whether or not they've been vaccinated, to show why that they're not, and to get some education around vaccines. So if there's any hesitancy or misinformation, that can be cleared up. So that is already in place, and it's just shy of requiring people to be vaccinated. But I do know that a number of private businesses, of course Seneca College was the first, is mandating that their students be vaccinated. So this is a decision that each organization will make, but at this point, we are simply asking people, please get the shot. It protects you. It protects your loved ones.
Yeah. Before we go, just less than a minute left, but speaking of business and helping business with the Step 3 reopening, tell us about the Local Love Pass. Local
Love, yes. This is about actually just patronizing our local businesses, and there's lots of good deals in there, whether it is overnight accommodation or restaurants or discounts to the RBG or our art gallery. There are a number of, it's chock full, hundreds of offers from local businesses here in Burlington to make it cheaper for you to get out and about and enjoy being a tourist in your own town for a staycation if you're doing that. So please not only support our local businesses but take advantage of this. So I've downloaded the app and certainly will be using that as I'm out and about this summer.
Okay, fantastic. Well, good to see you again, and we'll talk again next week. Burlington Mayor Marianne Meed Ward.
Good to see you, Bob.